Okay, welcome to Ghost Marketing Link Building Daily Tips number 9. I think we're on number 9 now. And today we're going to talk about what's a PBN, what does it stand for, and what they are, and do they actually work? Okay, so there's a lot of myths around this topic as well, so hopefully I'll cover those today for you. So, what is a PBN? So, a PBN stands for Private Blog Network. Now, they've been called loads of other things in the past, but essentially all they are is a website you or the individual obtaining a link own or manage. So for example, if I go and find a domain name, I set up a website on that domain name with the sole purpose of ranking back to a site I own, then that would be essentially classed as a PBN. Okay. Now, building PBNs is extremely complex, which brings us on to the next point. Do they work? Okay, so do links from PBNs work? Yes. If done correctly, PBN links are an insanely profitable ranking strategy. I know some of the top SEOs in the field use PBNs for both their personal projects and for clients, and they work incredibly well. And if they're done correct, they're relatively safe as well. Okay, but the problem is most of the time they aren't done correct. And when I say most of the time, I think probably 9 out of every 10 PBNs built are built incorrectly or leave something called footprints. Now, a footprint is a way that Google can actually connect the dots that you own the PBN. And if they do, then you'll be penalized because you are not allowed to build links with the sole purpose of increasing rankings, right? Google want the whole fairies to dance around saying just create great content and you'll rank, which doesn't happen if you haven't got that in your head yet. The problem is PBN links are really difficult to set up. Now, there are great guides out there. I think I've written one. There's a good one by Darryl Rosser of Lion Zeal, and anything by Matt Diggity is good. But the truth is, if you don't know about PBNs yet, there is a better way to rank, and you should be using probably white hat strategies. If you do know about PBNs and you can get them for relatively inexpensive because you need to pay for premium hosting, which you're looking at about $5 a month for. When I say premium hosting, I mean in regards to SEO hosting, which is, $1 a month, something like that. Premium hosting is definitely not premium, that's for sure. But it's things like HostGator, GoDaddy, where all the normal websites are hosted, and that helps your PBN look more natural too. Poor hosting was, I think, voted the #1 way Google finds PBNs anyway. The next step is you obviously have to have a powerful domain name in the first place. A brand new domain isn't going to pass any what's called link juice or link value through, which makes the whole point of setting up a PBN in the first place pointless because you're not going to get any improvement in rankings. Next, you have to have the design of the PBN. So for example, if the site looks terrible, it's just a little bit of text, really thin content, no design elements at all on a WordPress host, it's not going to pass any value as well. And there's also loads of other requirements that you have to have that I can't go through in this video because this is just an overview. But all of them just essentially mean PBNs are quite expensive to set up correctly. If you want to find out the guides, then go ahead to the people that I said earlier. They have really good content on this. But if you're a local business owner or even just a national business owner, they're probably not the best way to go. But it's not because of the safety behind ranking. Okay, because if done correctly, they should look like real sites with social profiles, be updated regularly, and you shouldn't be able to tell the difference from a PBN or a site that the individual owns and a real site that has a link generated. That's the main goal. PBNs should work as pre-selling the content. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions about link building, feel free to shoot me a message over at ghostmarketing.co.uk. Okay, cheers.